Hi, I'm Carla Ramirez, your South Bay local farmers agent, and I'm here today with Dave Gamble and his wife, Dolly.
Well, congratulations for being our South Bay Farmers Agency Owner of the Year.
Thank you. Thank you. So Dave, Dolly, tell me a little bit about your involvement in the community here in Manhattan Beach and some of the organizations that you're involved with.
I'm on the board of a new non-for-profit called SouthBay Cares, which is a community active group that works on environmental issues, works on human rights issues, and constitutional rights. So I'm working with the environmental group particularly, and we're doing all kinds of really neat activities. Last summer we were right down here with Heal the Bay and partnered with also the Roundhouse. And thank you to farmers, we had the nice Easy Up for Shade, and we cleaned up the beach for the morning with over 300 people.
There was a tremendous amount of pounds of garbage that was collected off the beach. Wasn't it like over 1,000 pounds?
Yeah, our agency is going to sponsor a booth. We're going to work that.
That's great. We'll look forward to seeing your agency out here again. And you know, what an awesome organization, because Heal the Bay jumped right on the big oil spill from about 3 years ago up in Santa Barbara.
Right.
And so bringing the community out here to scrub this beach down is so important. I mean, we lived here since '95, and our kids grew up, you know, swimming in that beach, and they still do every summer, and it's a great place, and it's so clean. It's unbelievable, and that's in great part to organizations like Heal the Bay and this community that'll come out here and pick up trash all day. So it's super important to us. So the SouthBay Cares organization is interesting, like any non-for-profit or any socially organized group. You have a board of directors. And so it always brings up insurance questions. What does the board of directors become responsible for if somebody were to get hurt, if somebody said something that somebody didn't like?
Right.
All those great commercial insurance topics. So we've been fortunate with having great agents like you to help guide and make sure that all the right coverages are in place.
Right. And directors and officers liability is actually something that a lot of people don't understand. It applies in most of the HOAs and all of the HOAs. So there's always a director or directors and officers that have to be voted on, president, secretary, whether it's a 3-unit or 20-unit. The members that do volunteer for those positions do expose themselves to the liability that can come with managing that association. And so I see a lot of policies where they don't have it, and they often ask me, like, well, what is it for? I don't understand, because I already have the commercial liability. So directors and officers liability applies for errors and omissions in managing that association. So even if you have only 3 members, I had a recent claim where that member made a change that was not in line with what was in the CCNRs for the physical aspect of the building, and he refused to change it back. And so because the association had to use funds to change that back.
And here comes our Manhattan cross country team. Maricosta, go, go,
go. So they put a lien on this unit owner's property to pay for the cost of having to change what he refused to change back. So when he tried to sell his property, he had a lien on it, so he sued the association for putting that lien on it, saying they had done it incorrectly or unjustifiably or for whatever reason. Well, they're all looking to the commercial general. They're like, oh, we have commercial insurance. No, it only applies in the directors and officers because it's an error in the management or the decision that they made to put a lien on this unit owner.
So the legal fees were...
Right, so the legal fees and the settlement and everything, mostly it's the legal fees that is expensive, but so that got paid out of the directors and officers liability. So, it doesn't matter how many units you have, you are exposed to that serving on the board. It's a very critical insurance that a lot of people just miss.
Yeah.
So if you have questions, if you're in an association or in a condo and you have questions about whether to volunteer on that, whether they have the right coverage, call me. I'm happy to answer any of those questions.
Yeah, you think you're volunteering, you're doing a great thing to volunteer, and you don't want all of your work to be, for naught because of those exposures.
No good deed goes unpunished.